So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Amesey's Corner. How you guys doing out there? Boy, it's a freaking hot one. We're in the middle of a very rare September heat wave up here in New England. It's like 95 degrees in the shop or so. Hard to keep my cool for today for sure. But you guys might remember this truck right here. This is the truck that you got to suck start. And I'm going to suck start it again today. But we got an interesting job on it today. If you look, he's got these nice American racing wheels on the back, but he hasn't got them on the front. I'd say it looks like this guy went and bought himself some wheels that were bigger than his truck. He couldn't get the fronts on there, so what's the solution? Lift kit. Looks like a Rough Country. I think it's a 2-inch lift, I believe. Rough Country shocks. Got some shocks. There are 4 in there. 4 shocks. This is the Dana 44 IFS HD front end. It's actually independent front suspension, so that a little more involved than a normal lift. These here are the brackets for the inboard mounts, some re-arch springs for the front, and probably I believe he's got just blocks for the rear for now. But I'm not a big fan of blocks, but I don't think this truck's really going to be doing any off-roading. I think he just wants to be able to fit the bigger wheels on it. I don't know what he's got going on with the door panels, but whatever. Oh man, it's hot in here, guys. What's in here? We got shock boots, some instructions. Looks like he's got some stainless braided brake lines, something you need to keep into account if you're going to lift your suspension. Stuff like that isn't going to fit anymore. Some more instructions, some bracketry. It's probably the stuff for the rear. Well, all right, boys. Let's. Did I mention it's hot in here? Let's see if we can put a smile on this truck's face. Let me set you guys up here for the show. All right. At least this guy's nice enough to give us a fresh, unused little breather, little mouthpiece. As you can look, he's definitely had a chew on his. So we'll just set that up and see what this is going to do. Let's see if those beers last night are going to mess me up. Alright, recall. Service required in 2 days, 11 hours, 56 minutes. Clearing. You tell me when. Recall, service required in 2 days. Obviously I didn't put a smile on its face. Yeah. Recall required. Wait for that to go away. Clearing, blow. Too soft. Did I mention it's hot in here? Yeah, recall. Okay. Start car. Looks like I think the thing just wanted me to blow it a couple extra times. I think it just wanted to have a really good blowy day. All right, boys. Got this truck all in, set up on the lift. I got all the goodies unpacked, and here's everything going into it. So these are those drop-down brackets for the swing axles in the front. Got some blocks for the back. Looks like this is only a 2-inch kit. U-bolts for those. Got some drop-down brackets for the sway bar. Got 6 sets of boots for those 4 shocks. And there's also something else I didn't know I had to install. It's got a dual shock steering stabilizer set up right here. So I got to put all that together. Rearch springs, and probably the one part of this job I'm kind of the most afraid of is these longer stainless steel brake lines, because when you lift a truck the lines have to be longer to compensate, but that can be a can of worms if the brake bleeders don't come loose or the brake lines themselves, the metal steel lines, are rusty. I'm hoping none of those break and go wrong. That can really make a job like this go south pretty quick. But it's only got a 2-inch lift. It really doesn't necessarily need these, but it is what it is. Well, alright boys, it's late, it's getting late and it's hot, so I'm going to start tearing parts apart and head at it. Day 2 for the lift kit on the truck here. Yesterday we had a little complication with getting these spring shackle bolts. Typically on these old trucks they're seized into the bushings and the springs, and what I had to do was use a ball joint press to press them out. It was kind of tough to get in there with the plow frame, but then it ended up the plow frame was going to interfere with these rearch springs once I got in there and started looking. So I kind of warned the guy that owns the truck that we might have to pull the plow frame off. He was fine with that because he said he was done plowing with his truck anyway. So unfortunately it kind of added to my heavy hot workload yesterday, so I wasn't able to really get you guys in to see what was really going on. But I got these inner pivot brackets both in. I did those first, that way you got the axle supported nicely. So when you pull the springs off, it just doesn't tumble to the ground. So yeah, this side's pretty much done. We're gonna do the other side. We'll get you guys up in here good. It's pretty much hasn't been touched yet, other than we were able to press this shackle bolt out, but back here it started to deform the bracket when we tried to do it that way. So we ended up, I had Junior Sawzall this side out, to get at that half of the bolt out. And then I'm gonna, because we can't get the Sawzall into that bracket, it's too tight. I'm gonna have to torch the head off and really carefully torch out the bolt enough to drop that down. But first thing we got to do is we got to build all these shocks. You got to put all the boots on, put all the stickers on. We got that steering stabilizer shock. So yeah, I'm gonna head into it and. got the front of this done. I'm gonna call this 3/4 of the way done, because the front is a lot harder to do than the rear is. The front, we got that Pitman arm bracket. You got the steering gear and bracketry and stuff. The rears are just getting the blocks, but kind of get an idea of how it's gonna sit. It's gonna be a big truck. Gonna be a big truck. Trouble is with that plow frame, ran long yesterday. We got some other cars. I got to get out of here, so I can't get this thing all done in 1 or 2 sittings. So it looks like we're going to be doing the rear. We're going to be doing the rear tomorrow. Probably poop this video up in 2 parts, just because it gets kind of long when you do these big hardy jobs. But got this Tiguan, 2010 Tiguan. They hit a manhole cover, did some damage underneath, and I got to put a new axle in it. So can't take all my time on one rusty old fun truck. Still got to get the in and out work out. So until next time, guys. Oh, a nice interior here. Well, until next time, guys, keep it out of the cabbage.